Alright, so the last page we have to do is the contact page. So what we're going to do for this page is replace this main image, like we did on the other pages, and then we're going to take out this filler text and add in an email link and some social media icons so people can find us online. So I'm going to go ahead, like I did on the other pages, select this header image, go down to Properties, click on the folder icon, and select the header that I created for the contact page. Good, it's all set. Next, I want to go ahead and delete this filler text out. So I'm going to add in a new div. Let me get the rest. I'm going to add in a new div that's going to contain our contact info. So let me go over here to the insert area and find div, and I'm going to call this ID contact info. Remember, no spaces. Insert and insertion point's fine. And let me click here where it says new CSS rule. Make sure, double check, it goes in our existing styles.css file. Hit OK. And I'm going to do a couple things here. I'm going to click on box, and I want to set the width to about 400 pixels. I'm just kind of guessing right here. I could change this later if I wanted to, but it should be fine. For height, I'm going to set 250 pixels. And in the margin area, because I'm going to contain this within the content div and I want it to be centered, I'm just going to hit set auto. So I'm going to hit OK again. You can see right here I have my contact info div. I'm going to add in a little bit of text and then I'll add in my email link. So I'll say email me, colon, I'm going to type my email address, then at mail.com. So when I want to set an email link, it's a little bit different than setting a standard link. The big difference is I have to put mail to colon and then my email address. I'll show you what that looks like. So mail to colon ben at mail.com and hit return. Make sure there's no spaces. The big thing with this and what mail to does is it calls your local email client or whatever you have for your default email client. So if you have Gmail set as your default on your computer, it'll automatically call Gmail and it would put my email address in the to area, then you'd be able to fill out the rest. And we've all seen that a million times before, so this is how you do it. Dreamweaver also makes it even a little bit easier to add these email links. So if you look over here in the insert common, there's a button that says email link, and I can just add in my text right here. So I could say something like, click here to email me, and just put my email address right here that they've already put it in. I can hit OK. It'll generate that for me. So either way works fine. Just know that the special thing with sending the email link is we have to have mail to. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put in some social media images. Social media icons. I found these online for free. I'll put a link below the video if you'd like to try out the same ones. So I'll say find me online, hit a return, and I need to add in an additional selector for this. This selector I'm going to add is just within our contact info here, just going to be an additional style for the image. Because if you remember, on the About page, I added in a headshot, or at least a headshot placeholder, and I flow that to the right. And if I don't add an additional selector for this, it's going to add that same styling to this, and that's not really what I'm looking for. So let me click on the plus button, and I can delete a lot of this out. If I want to keep the hash sign, contact-info, and I'm going to write IMG. And now I'll be able to set special styles just for these images I'm about to load in. I'm going to go ahead and place these images. So image, and then I made a subfolder within my images folder here just to be a little more organized. This says social, and these are the buttons I'm going to use. So Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Now let's double check real quick that we're all set here. It looks like the float's still set, so let me take that off. And the last thing we have to do is go ahead and just make these links. So I mentioned briefly earlier that you can make images or whatever else external links off your website, and all you have to do is type in the http:// and then the site you want to go to. And I would always recommend double checking these. Make sure you hit return so it sets it. But always double check these just to make sure that it's going to the right place, because a lot of times you might be typing really fast and think you have it set correctly, and it might not actually work. And let me do my last one for YouTube. http://youtube.com, and I left off my 2 forward slashes, hit return, and I'm all set. The last thing I'll do is just bold this text so it comes out just a little bit better. Good. Save that, and so I've completed my website. Now in the next video we'll just look back through the website and we'll link all of our pages together.